He is the god of MFF right now, except the fact that he is the god of symbiotes. Guys, believe me, this dude is really strong. Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're here for the god of symbiotes, the #1 symbiote, the first symbiote, and he is busted, guys. He is really strong, and you can see him. He's so beautiful, one of the best models in the game right now. And the fact that he cost extra crystals to buy him, you know, you get the extra amount just having him, and looking so amazing. You can see he looks like other video games. He looks so busted. He's from Silver Surfer Black, as you can see. Really, 2019, 2020 comic. It was before the invasion of Knull to Earth. It was like how he. It was his beginning here. He was kind of ancient god killer or something back there. So as you can see here, he feels busted, and the most beautiful thing is that they add the animation for his tier 3 and his tier 4, and that's something, you know, if you play MFF, you know that already, that the tier 3 characters, there's no way to go and check their animation for tier 3 or tier 4. They don't have this option. So the moment they take their first uniform, you can go and check the animation. And guys, yeah, this animation is amazing. I mean, he has 2 dragon pets there by his side, and he's telling you, come to me if you want, come to Papa. Yeah, so let's start. And what I was expecting was a character to go there and replace my Loki and finally play with Knull daily, you know, as a meta for ABL and ABX. Let's see how this goes. I already did the live stream. I already tier 4 him with you guys. It costed me 10,000 carbonadium, pretty much 200 million to rank his skills from 25 to 30, and also buy the skills and also make his uniform legendary. As you can see, I have more to spend. He's really expensive. From 0 to 70 level cost around 200 million again, so you need huge amount of resources, tier 4 materials, tier 3 materials, and you're getting Knull. Knull is from World Boss Legend. You can pick him up playing 5 times or 10 times World Boss Legend Knull, and yes, he is free but really expensive on game. You know, you need a lot of crystals for his uniform, and now it's 50%, so if you buy now, you're saving 50%. His rotation, it's pretty smooth. You pretty much cancel every skill into his 5th skill. You can start from 4th, you can start from 3rd, but you have to include in your first rotation 1 cancel 2 really fast and drop your 5th skill after, because with that way you're charging your tier 4 skill every single rotation. So his tier 4 skill charges really fast, so you need to use it on every rotation. After you have your tier 3 skill, before your skills are charged, like 2 seconds before your 5th skill is off cooldown, you drop the tier 3 skill, you let him scratch the air with his sword and making an eye or something, and then you go through his rotation. He's really easy to play, and the 5th skill, having a V-pad, helps you collecting orbs on ABL and all other stuff. So the build I have right now, it's for rank 110. I smashing a brilliant raids. I have an artifact, gives me extra concentration of Ancient One. I have that to increase my rank. Uniform is legendary. And yes, full Odin's Blessing, 126,000, but it's not accurate because I'm using a lead, so it's 107,000 physical attack, so he is busted. Let's go one by one, ABX and ABL, to see how he's performing, and what about, you know, the dreams I were doing. Yeah, before we go through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know down below in the comments if you already built him, if you have him level 80, or what CTP you have, etc, etc. I'm waiting your opinions. And let's start from somewhere which is ABX. The stage, the day that I'm going to participate, it's Universal Villain, and on this day the best supports to use is Proxima and Morgan Le Fay. So these are the supports that you're supposed to use with Loki or Jean Grey also, because these are the best characters to use besides Knull. I pretty much can cap for the old cap, 18 million either with Jean or Loki. My Loki has a better build, but Loki is really annoying to play and master him, so I have some issue to play even better with him. But yeah, Loki is supposed to be the best character to use here. As you can see here, I went through my tier 3 and then all my rotation, I let the 5th skill play. And in between the time that your 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5 is ready, you can go into 1 cancel 2 or drop the tier 3 skill, go 1 cancel 2, let the 2 play a bit, and then go again 3 cancel 4 cancel 5. As you can see here, before the first roar, the damage I have pulled out is like 8.3 million. I'm using Ghost Rider as a striker, which is, the best I have. The best you could use is Black Widow with a brilliant energy, and after is Ghost Rider with a brilliant judgment, which is what I'm using. As you noticed, I wasn't at 9 million before the first roar, and that means that pretty much I'm unable to cap the old cap 18 million, because the first roar needs to be more than 9 million, so you can have possibility to go through cap the old cap 18 million. As you can see here, I'm dropping the tier 3, going through all the skills, 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5, proc on your 5th skill, the raids, then I'm filling the gap with 1 cancel 2. I prefer letting the second skill place because there are more hits on it and you can, push some extra damage. Here on the second roar, I'm supposed to have more than 12 million if I want to have a good score for ABX, but as you can see, I'm now getting 12 million on 1 minute mark, which is disgusting for, compared to my Jean Grey and my Loki. Both can hit 18 million. In the live stream 2 days ago that I dropped and was testing now, it was the day of this day, and you can check my score. It's like 18 million with my Loki. But yes, believe me, my Jean also with mighty raids can hit close to this. Here, as you can see, while I'm waiting Beast to drop the roar, it's a smart idea to drop your tier 3 in advance, so the Beast gonna take the tier 3 damage while you're doing your normal rotation, and all the chain hit damage gonna affect more the Beast, and you're delivering more damage. As you can see, I'm choosing to go into 1 cancel 2 every single time because his second skill is a really strong skill and adds some extra damage. 15 million is actually the score I was pulling out on the live stream where I was playing the first time with Knull. He's really easy to play, so you can learn him really fast, but believe me guys, this score, it's really bad for a native tier 3 becoming tier 4 at 2024. If you consider Jean is already 2 years and a half, actually 2 years in the game, and she do 18 million way easier than him, and I'm rocking a brilliant raids. And I can do, 3 million more with Jean at mighty raids. Yeah, it seems really bad, really bad. The moment I start testing now, it was like 1 punch, another punch, the first punch was ABX. So let me show you the second punch, which of course was ABL, and the day that you should use him instead of Loki. Here again the same thing, I'm using Thor as a striker, exactly the same rotation, but I'm using Thor here because Thor has the sock. You can swap into Proxima using, using Ghost Rider as striker is a better choice, and you can swap into Proxima and do the cancel for sock here, for sock season, but I prefer to focus on playing proper the character instead of swapping and give you, the exact results that I'm getting with Thor. Ghost Rider is not like a huge difference between, but as you can see here, I stayed into my iframe, which is my 5th skill, and while you're on your iframe, the boss cannot target you and do the charge out. So it's a really smart idea to go and hide into your 5th skill. Here, as you can see, I delayed the play a bit to cancel my 5th skill into the tier 3, and I lost some time. But yes, the game plan general, guys, is deliver your skills like this, wait the purple thing to drop, use your tier 3, use all your skills, and go use the 5th skill inside the tier 3, so all the damage is bowling up on Surtur's head. There, as you can see, I'm lacking tier 4 skills 2 times because I hadn't used my 1st and 2nd skill in between. A smart idea here is, while the boss is charging, if you use your 2nd skill, because the 2nd skill, jumps around and follows him, even if he charges out, your 2nd skill follows him, so you can do it and win some time on the transportation from the one side to the other. If you see him jumping, press your 2nd skill and the character follow him. Also, as I told you, picking up the orbs with the 5th skill and the V-pad on the 5th skill is the smartest way, and you're saving time but also getting extra damage because you have pop out all your skills and then you're picking up the orb, so on the zenith of your proc you get the maximum out of your skills while there is the orb up. The audience might buff, guys, it's really important. You need to have this 2 times through your tier 3 skill for most characters, and Knull is a perfect example of this strategy. It's really cool to play with him because, as you can see, you can set yourself next to the boss, then press all your skills, and with your 5th skill go through the force, through the Odin force, and getting the buff while you're attacking. So as you can see here, I'm popping out 2 times tier 3 again. The timer is in my side, I have all the Odin force inside the timer of the game. 2 seconds left. Yeah, I could delay picking up the orb a bit, but 11 million is the score, the maximum score I would be able to pull out, even playing alone or the live stream or after learning him a bit. He's really easy. You can do that day 1, 11 million with my account, but it's brilliant raids, guys. With my brilliant raids Loki, I hit more than 14 million every single time. It's really annoying to play, really hard, but we're talking about like 4 million, 4 to 5 million depending on your gameplay. People with brilliant raids do more than 16 million. I'm doing a bit, I'm doing a little score, 14.5. Maximum I've done is 15 million. But I'm talking about on average, I'm getting 14.5 or something like this. But 3.5 million difference. It's a huge difference. So that's the 2nd hit I took. And I was like, oh my god, I built the ABL meta. And I was wishing we're gonna get replace Loki. And this is what I get. I was starting feeling sick, I was like, oh my god, it's Doom point 2, Apocalypse, all these characters getting softed by Netmarble. They did that on Knull too. I was getting sad and sad and sad. And yes, I was like, you know what, perhaps he's really busted on World Boss Legend. Sooner or later, I figured out that you can't actually use him on a lot of stages for World Boss Legend Plus. For Proxima and Black Swan, which is the strongest World Boss Legend, you can go like stage 19, stage 15, at least at the moment with the stage I have unlocked. For Black Swan, it's 41, for Proxima, it's 35. So yeah, perhaps later on you can use him more. But you can see, we're talking about a tier 4, native tier 3, having a busted build here, busted build, and participating on stage 14 for my account and having these results. On 30 seconds, I was able to kill the first 15 bars, and yes, guys, this is not impressive. If you go into my video I did the other day for World Boss Legend, you can see that this is the timers and the average timer for me against World Boss Legend Proxima for stage 30. For stage 31 with Luna Snow, with really good characters for World Boss Legend. So my mind, first time seeing that, it's, oh my god, he's totally trash for PvE. He's not good at all for World Boss Legend. I tried more stages. I tried Knull, and compare the damage I was pulling out stage 79 with my Thor. And my Thor has an all attack rage, mighty rage with all attack for being a good striker. You know, I have equipped this. And I compare my Thor with Knull, and Knull was half a minute slower at stage 79 of Knull. So I was like, you know what, let's put in this video, you know, the highest stage of Proxima, the highest difficulty of World Boss Legend Plus, because believe me guys, for Knull or Mephisto or anything, I tested him, he's bad as you can see here. His performance in ABX and ABL is no, you know, random thing. Feels like missing a proc on his skills makes him less likely scoring a lot for ABL and ABX, and also really bad for World Boss Legend and, you know, for PvE generally at the moment, you know, at least against bosses. I did a GBR, which was the one that made me smile actually, but you can see here it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds for stage 14 on my account. This is slow to mid, and I'm telling you, I compared him with my Thor way less build, mighty rage, and yes, Knull was half a minute worse for stage 79. Here, yeah, I don't want to show you anything else. I feel sick with his PvE performance, but let me show you something that as I told you, I smiled, and it's GBR. For GBR, the fact that on every rotation he's able to pull out a tier 4 skills helps him burst down the first phase and go through all the first phase, because, you know, there are not a lot of characters able to use their tier 4 skill on first rotation. It's only Jean Grey, and I think that, not even Jean Grey, no, I think Jean Grey misses one more skill to go and full it. But you can see here, I was able to double shot Dormammu and go through all the animations and all the stuff right away. And yes, 35 seconds clear for my Knull. It's really strong, it's really fast, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, GBR is something most of you are not need the unit, I guess. And yeah, I would not buy Knull to play GBR, guys, no joke. So as you're understanding, because I wanted to take the bullet, you know, for the community, and generally I love Knull, I went through, I spent the native tier 2 ticket I have saved for the potentials. I went through, built him as better as I can for PvE, brilliant raids, and I was like, oh my god, dude, what I'm gonna do now? I have a PvE unit that I can't actually do anything with him for PvE because he sucks. And then I remembered that I have this pack, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stress out his potentials with a brilliant raids, and then I'm going to swap into all the other CDPs. So I'm planning to do a brilliant egg, a mighty grid, and a mighty authority, and a mighty conquest comparison, you know, for all the PvP game modes. But until then, I want to show you the impressive results, really impressive results of Knull in PvP with a PvE build. Yeah, he is hybrid, but with the PvE suck big time, so there's no reason having a hybrid unit like him. But I would say he's equal to Jean's value, you know, on PvP with the raids. Jean with the raids is really busted for some reason. Same thing for our boy Knull. So let me go through timeline battle. I let him, you know, I have a team here with double support. I'm using his own lead so I can have extra attack. He has self-remove on the debuff, so whatever skill you're doing on him, like web, paralysis, all this stuff, he cleans himself, so he doesn't actually need to have a leadership giving him removal debuffs. As you can see, I'm playing with a brilliant raids, double support, Knull, and I just killed a whole team there. I killed Sentry, I killed Wolverine, I killed Silver Surfer. As you can see, his biggest weakness is the fact that he's pulling out huge amounts of damage against Silver Surfer and he's getting reflected immediately. So you need to be careful while you're going against Silver Surfers, and that's why I believe Conquest or Grid are going to be the best CTPs for him, because these two CTPs provide you immunity on reflect. So it's really important to understand here that the times I actually enable my immortality is all times that I'm going against Silver Surfer. After that, when your immortality goes off, you can't defend yourself somehow. So when the enemies goes into their iframe skills, you're getting killed. That's the really good fact that I didn't mention yet, and it's really important, guys. It's that his immortality from 6 seconds that it was without his last uniform now becomes 7 seconds. The skills the game uses also, it's the second skill and after the fifth skill, both of the skills has super guard break. Super guard break means that whatever skills the enemy do, you are able to pop out your skill. The only situation that you can't actually cast your fifth and your second skill in while others using skills and they have super guard break immunity, like Gore and like Sentry. So while you're doing while Sentry is on his fifth skill sometimes, or Jean Grey is on her second skill, I think, you can see your character doing this with his head and stacking into a situation that you can't move yourself. But the moment you cleanse yourself or the effect goes off and you use the second skill, you can kill everyone. The second skill and the fifth skill are the killers of the situation here, and they are both iframes that helps your character get hide behind this iframe and the enemies cannot cast skills against you. So I'm suggesting to everyone who wanna use Knull, go through his fifth skill and his second skill as many times as you can. Of course, you need to understand that you shouldn't use Knull as the first character. You should drop, two supports like Agent Venom, Colossus, Hela, because Hela also is really helpful these days. You can understand that there is Sentry, Wolverine, Adam Warlock, and Deadpool. No one's using him, but I just mentioned him because I love him and I have his t-shirt here. But yes, and Deadpool, the people that are using these characters, they're all hero, and Hela can provide a better buff against heroes than Colossus. Colossus is a general good support. Colossus helps you not die immediately from Silver Surfers also, because providing some reflect reduction. But as you can see, the damage you're popping with your Knull, it's huge, so you're killing everyone. The fact that I'm able to stay in timeline battle with a raid CTP all this time without having a guard break immunity obelisk makes you understand how busted Knull is. And if you go in any aspect of the game and has to do with PvP, you're gonna see everyone is using Knull already. 2 days after, people were lucky with potentials, spent on tickets, had saved tickets like me, everyone went through tier 4ing Knull. And except me, who thought that he's gonna be a good PvE unit, others are really happy with his PvP performance, and people already waiting to see what is going to happen on Alliance Tournament, what is going to happen on Timeline Challenger, after the restrictions goes off that there are right now on Otherworld Battle, because on Otherworld Battle now some symbiotes are banned, so you can't actually use all the characters. You notice there that I wasn't winning all the time, but as I told you, I don't have a CTP for PvP, and I was going against Brilliant Conquest, Brilliant Greed, Wolverines, totally, high level PvP units, Sentry with Conquest, Sentry with Greed, Silver Surfer with Conquest, and I went through all of them and took some wins playing on auto. This is something Sentry was not able to do. Back in the day when Sentry came, I made a video, I pushed him to be a hybrid unit, and I was using him for a Well Boss Legend, I was using him for ABX, ABL, and he was really bad on everything like Knull is, except PvP. But for PvP, Sentry was kind of had some weaknesses on auto. She could die through Wolverines, she could die through Silver Surfer, she could die through Adam Warlocks, if they were playing manual, or if you were playing auto without having a PvP build, these characters was killing you all over the place. But with this is not the situation with Knull. Knull with a hybrid build can participate on auto on timeline battle and have a lot of kills, but also provides you the result I sold you, which is bad for PvE. So in my mind, there is no reason for anyone equip a rage or something PvE and go with his Knull, because as it seems he's really bad for everything has to do with PvE. The last piece of content I want to show you, and I'm gonna do a more completed comparison on this. You know, I want Carnage to be off ban list, I want Sleeper to be on my roster, I don't have him, and I want to form a full symbiote team and go here while I have equipped also on my Knull a PvP CDP, because for Otherworld battle, because you're getting attacked from multiple attackers, you know, you can get down really fast. A lot of enemies can target you in the same time. One enable the immortality and after dies before the revive starts, you know, you have the 7 seconds immortality, but it's not enough to kill everyone. As you can see, legit he can kill a lot of good enemies. I'm at 3600 challenger rating, so it's not like I'm fighting with bad teams or something. You can see all the enemies having tier 4s, you know, tier 3 now is used from my enemies also, so you have to understand that the enemy now just killed me at level 80. Something I didn't mention is his performance at level 80, and this is because I don't have personal experience. The moment that I did the stream, I asked, you know, the people were in chat, you want to see anything on level 80 or straight tier 4? Everyone was go tier 4 him now. And yes, I ran out of gold, I ran out of everything, but I built him tier 4 day 1. I was trying to rank him up also, but yeah, out of gold can't make you rank, because I couldn't even build his options on uniform. I still can't, but you can see here he's performing great. You can see dragons popping out from his 4th skill. You can see him fly around to kill enemies with his 2nd skill. He is really busted. You can see his performance, it's crazy, because he doesn't have guard break immunity, guys. He doesn't have guard break immunity. He has only guard break immunity through the 7 seconds of his passive ability, the immortality. During this 7 seconds, he gets extra guard break immunity, and after the end of 7 seconds, he also gets healed. So if you have a PvP CTP, you know, you can extend the time before you get hit from the enemies, and also have guard break immunity makes you able to cast all your skills on priority, because here, if you noticed, he's only cast actually 5th and 2nd. The 4th and the 3rd comes when no one is hitting him. If the others start hitting him, he gets interrupted sometimes on the other skills than 5th and 2nd. And if you have guard break immunity or super guard break immunity through your vitality, through your ambush, through your class, these are the effects you get provided by Mighty or Brilliant, Greed, Conquest, Egg, and Authority. So in order to have super guard break immunity and go there and do your skills against sentries that guard breaks you, you need to have these CTPs and pop out your proc on them. Here, still, I'm really impressed. But I'm looking forward to check out a full symbiote team of Otherworld battle, probably in this Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do the video, Sunday or Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna try swap CTPs, test my Carnage also, because Carnage took also a uniform and have some experience on the meta with all symbiotes. Yeah, Sleeper, guys, it's for free these days. Only for these days, Sleeper is for free. Do not sleep on the tokens that you have to grind daily, because there is some stages that you can go and clear, and from these stages you get 50. If you do 4 times, you get 200, and then you can go and redeem for Sleeper or Agent Venom or Carnage. At the end of the event, you can pick 2 of these characters because the tokens are limited, are 400. And the total amount of the event, which is around here, it's only for 8 days, I think. I already have 150 and we are at 6th day. So you can see here, I'm gonna pick Sleeper because I already have Agent Venom or Carnage. But you need to consider that these characters do not need Sleeper, to be honest. He is a good passive support and gives the removal debuff to all group. But you have to consider that Wasp do similar. He gives an extra buff on all your supports, but Agent Venom, if you have already his artifact too, he's way more unique on the debuff that he provides than Sleeper. You can use other for removal debuffs. Carnage also is really strong. I'm gonna make a video on him, but yes, this event is up already, so do not sleep on him. Now Symbiote King, for real, he is busted. He is like the best character in the game right now for PvP. He's really hot, but he's also hot garbage for PvE, big time. I almost cried during live stream, but yes, I get over this. I'm gonna build him for PvP. I'm gonna use him on Alliance tournament. Perhaps I'm gonna start playing Timeline Battle too, to be honest, and check him out more there, you know. Manual and stuff like that, and make some videos on that. But yes, 10,000 carbo, 400 million for the whole build, 400 million gold and 1,600 crystals. It's a lot for a PvP unit, even if it's the best PvP unit in the game. I'm not sure, you know. Sentries are out there. Yeah, I mean, if you are a fan of PvP, you can't miss him. If you are playing, like, struggling to play PvP, you don't really like it, it's an easy skip. Loki do way better, or Farmos than him, so yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with my symbiote, I'm happy with the Symbiote King, I'm so happy with God, I'm telling that to you, so I believe that too. Why not replace Loki? Okay, yeah. This is something between me and Internet Marbles. So, hope you enjoyed. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.